Hello to everybody, my name is Charge and Chuck, and I am kind of coming at you from midnight, so I do deeply apologize if I'm not on the top of my game this video. But these are notes coming at you directly from the Multiversus server about the new update that's happening today when this video should be going up in the morning. So, Tuesday's patch day, let's jump right into it. If you like this video, drop a little like, a little comment about your thoughts down below, maybe just a sub if you like it. So, let's get into it once again. Balance changes down below, we'll get to it, but hey, I don't know everything about every single fighter, so some things may be huge and I just don't know it. I will greatly appreciate anybody's thoughts down in the comments down below. I'll try to jump into what I think are the most notable changes coming out from characters up in there. But first, general updates. 1.5 is coming out with free-for-all, spectator, post-game stats, and a whole bunch more. So basically a bunch of features that should have been in here from the beginning are here now. The most important note is that Agent Smith is now here if you've done your rifts, people. So if you've done your rifts, you can play him as early as July 8th. So get in there while you can, get those rifts up, and remember that you get battle pass experience for doing the rift now, so that's a little extra incentive in there. And will be available to purchase on the 23rd. New mode, free for all. Battle up against 3 other players, become the king. First player to get 4 ring outs is the winner. Spectator for tournaments is here, so now you finally don't have to stream everything from Discord. You don't have to go watching people, and because that was one big issue with the Multiversus of Love tournament, hosted by Cherry, is that you have to get everybody to stream their game personally. And hey, with everybody playing their music and whatnot, they could create some issues with YouTube VODs. So thankfully, we can just avoid that now. Post-game stats are returned. Battle Pass tiers can now be purchased with a Gleamium. A fancy little thing is that apparently there is now a new free daily item in the store. It's probably not a good daily item, but hey, anything to give people a chance to get a little something with that massive store is good. The art is finally good again. We've gone back to 2D art, but variants will get their 3D models. Add an option to edit perks in custom game mode. Turn on outline colors and team colors and all that. So now you can finally have like your teammates not in green or whatever you want. So you can finally have some more customization to your team colors. For the rifts, Megalodog PvE event is now here. Future rifts have been added and will unlock later in the season. So more rifts as well. Cauldrons are now called rift star meters. If you care about rifts, star meters can now be completed by collecting 72% of the available stars, down from 80%. So that is nice. Players who already completed 72% will claim their rewards. Alright, daily gem rewards now appear on a rift of each attunement each day. Auto-equip gems. One big issue is that you go from rift to rift, they're all different categories, and now you can just put on the gems that you need for that with one button. Retry, nice for the challenges that you do need in there. Button to leave rifts while in the single player mode, nice, that was an option that was missing. Defeated boss requirements have been lowered to unlock Matrix Code Superman, so the skins are all reduced. And just other rift stuff if you really care about getting Agent Smith early. Account, and of course you can read this all. I don't know how big this would be for the video, so you'll just have to sit back and wait. Badges now show stats on account cosmetic screen. Account mastery and character mastery and leaderboards now show progress of all matches. So nice, just some good quality of life stuff. Introducing input preferences. This is also big. They are popular during our open beta. We hope players feel more comfortable as they fine-tune their combat experiences. So I believe this is, added dispatch, customizable input buffering. So no more 30 frames, potentially, of input delay or whatever. I could just be reading that wrong, but now you should just be able to put in your stuff better. Control stick dead zones, very, very nice. And just some good more stuff down below. A look at Agent Smith's 2D art, very, very nice. The biggest changes of all coming with the combat changes. Let's get into these notes. Upon hit stun ending, fighters now incur a 6-frame lockout on the neutral dodge action. This will make it more difficult to parry attacks in the middle of a combo. Directional dodges are unaffected, so you cannot mash parry anymore. So this is going to change along you're going to have to parry with timing now. Exclusively long combo strings now apply a vacuum attack hits on decay penalty. This should allow for players to more easily escape previously inescapable infinite team combos, such as alternating Superman rapid jab combos. They have seen your Twitter clips, you are gone. Attacks that incapacitate fighters now apply a temporary incapacitating resistance buff. So just make it so like grabs and whatnot, like Jake and Taz, specifically right here. Jake bites a spit. Those are not going to be as real anymore. Written on this. Once again, hey, I'm not the biggest nerd out there, so hey, you have to correct me if hey, I'm just glossing over big things. That took fire shark damage, same frame, were hit by attack, be ignored. That's nice. Respawn without invulnerability. Just some good stuff. Once again, I'm going to kind of go through this because I don't know how long this video is going to be. The Court 2 is now added to the game. Chromulus has had some changes as well. Main stage speakers with increase, so longer stage at the start. Blast box size increased, 1v1. Same changes as well. So bigger stage overall. Dexter's Laboratory 1. Scroll speed reduced. This isn't in. Did they bring it back into the queue now? I wonder. I guess this is if you play in custom 2v2 for the Game of Thrones throne room. Ceiling is now bigger, thankfully. Townsville, I wish I'd just get rid of this. Mojo Jojo, he just does whatever he wants. Treefort, who cares about the bounce pads? This is a look at the Court 2. Some of you may have noticed this from the riffs, but this version was only playable in custom, so unfortunately you still have to deal with the little goal post, but overall this is a pretty decent stage, and a good looking one if I say that too, so really interested in this. Now we can finally get into characters. Plus means buff, I think they mistyped here. Slash means nerf, intimidate, change, and then bug fixes. Note, attack callouts references default controls. So now we can get into balance changes, and once again, I'm not an expert with all the characters out there, so you will have to excuse me if there's something huge about your main that you can read in the notes here that I just don't see. I'm going to try to glance over characters that I think matter the most, potentially. Big changes, so let's get right up on into it, if I can not mess around on my tabs. Arya, only changed dash attack, updated knockback to be more consistent near ledge. Air and ground neutral special, fiction used to Arya would float in space, attempting to use face steal. Nothing. Banana Guard is someone you must look out for this patch. Got a little buff with the air neutral attack on a hit branch window 5 frames earlier. Excuse me, big burps. 1 damage reduction is nothing. Whiff, that's good. With frames, air neutral special. This is the biggest part with Banana Guard that you will have to look out for. Strength buff is now consumed after a successful hit onto an enemy, so you just don't get flat out buff time. You actually have to make it count what hit you hit someone with. It will go away once you hit someone, so you can really only use his charge to secure that kill now. So be careful where you charge. Ground down special. So his cry now got a major buff as well. The Banana Guard's cry, and you could have ice on his cry as well. When you hit it now, you can cancel it 26 frames earlier. This is gonna open up some huge combos / movement, whatever, for Banana Guard. But if you miss, you get 4 frames of extra delay. So Banana Guard, your charge is only for 1 move now, but your cry might give you new combos now. So that's really good. Alright, Batman, not too many changes. Whiff at a dash attack. Bat Bomb could apply to 2 enemies. The biggest one with Batman though is his aerial down specialist dive kick. Your legs have bigger hurt boxes now, so you're not going to be as free with this move. So be on the lookout when you go for this dive, everybody. Black Adam, like almost exclusively nerfs ground up attack. Lightning strike projectile now applies a 4-second cooldown. So I'm assuming when this means he gets his little armored up attack that he can't use it straight away. So he can't just like roll, use it again, or you know just hit you over and over with it. Ground down the back did get a knockback increase, but I don't really see this doing too much. He's just gonna kind of hit it with you when he's halfway across the other stage. On hit dodge decreased. This is exactly what I was talking about too. Or never mind. I was thinking that this is grounded up attacks too. Air up attack, final base hitbox, knockback reduced on whiff reduced, so up air is not going to kill. This move, they just need to nerf this thing. His air neutral attack to clap. Visuals now better much match the hitbox. No, it won't. This move is gigantic. Anyways. Bugs freaking Bunny, let's get up into it. Bugs is living up to his identity as a strong mage a little bit too well right now. We're hoping to reduce the time that his safe can remain on screen by making it a bit more fragile. And we're looking to tone down some of the more toxic loops that come from his air neutral attack. So his little spitting punch he does in his air is nair. Repeat move walkout increased to 18 frames from 8. On hit jump branch delayed 4 frames. Attacking is safe will now only knock back the safe on the last hit of a D attack. So you cannot use this move as fast, and you cannot act out of it as fast. You are going to have to do different follow-ups on your Nair now. Still, overall, I think it's going to be a good move, but you just cannot loop with this thing now. Alright, so let's get back to it. We're keeping an eye on this change and may adjust in a hotfix if this makes neutral air plus save interactions too difficult. We have to see. Up air, not the nerf needed, but it is a good change. Hitbox active duration reduced to 2 frames. Now, of course, this move is still gigantic. Allow me to just freaking show how carried the bugs are. This is the move that we're dealing with still, so it is what it is. But hey, if it's minus 2 more frames, then sure, whatever, I guess. It is a change. Let's get right back to it. Air ground. The pie attack, pie projectile. Hurtbox size increased to match the hitbox size. We'll see what happens with that. Pie more aerial momentum is gained on attack startup, so that is nice though. The safe. Enemies attacks now only do 1 damage to the safe. Armor breaking hits still instantly kill it. The safe now has 3 HP, so you're gonna have to like tap the safe 3 times. So like Joker jab, Lebron jab, your whatever 3 hits. If your jab's got a 3 hit, you're gonna have to hit it as fast as you can now. New special cooldown on hit branch delayed to 5 frames. Knockback angle made to be more horizontal. So we'll have to see how that goes. Straight up nerf, but we'll have to see what new knockback does. And some shenanigans with his rockets. Lingering love perk now. They did give him buff with his kiss. Now has a melee hitbox while projectile spawn is on cooldown, so I don't know, you can just kiss people now, I guess, if that's what you into. Finn, let's get into this, man. Nothing but the buffs for the man. Ground neutral attack, just increase knockback. Ground up, knockback as well. Ground down attack, efficient issue where moves not breaking armor on both hits. So that is a nice little quality of life there for Finn. Nothing too major, but hey, it's a little something for him. Garnet. Air side attack 1 now applies a repeat move lockout after ground side attack 1. Okay, Garnet mainly going to tell me about this. Ground side attack 2 up. Hitstone reduce, knockback increase. Hitbox startup time advance from 5 frames. Once again, I don't know everything about every character, so hey, some changes could be huge. Once again, tell me down below in the comments. Placing the star will now immediately adjust his position to prevent Garnet from ringing herself out on Star Dash. That is huge though. Marker perk, gauntlets no longer spawn a star if the gauntlets were destroyed from leaving the arena. Gizmo's balance has been much better after his nerfs in the 1.2 patch. We're hoping to just a few lingering issues with his arrow and car gameplay before we let the dust settle after a bit. So, neutral attack, efficient issue where Gizmo can get multiple jumps in while charging an arrow. Just a jump height during arrow charge to better match his normal jump heights. Ground up attack, popcorn charge no longer affects arrow explosion damage and knockback. This though, I can already tell he's definitely huge for Gizmo and I don't even main him. The car, speed reduced, health reduced. Car is now automatically destroyed if left idle for 6 seconds. So you can't just have a car sit around, you're slower, it's easier to destroy. Unfortunate. Air side special. With more, I believe that's an umbrella. I could be wrong, I don't know what Gizmo's moves are. Air grounded side special, up special I mean. Increase attach radius. So now you can backpack onto someone from further away. So that is nice. Harley though was tackled in the 1.2 patch. Harley mains did their usual thing and got everything pretty much almost reverted from the 1.2 patch. So keep complaining, everybody. Iron Giant. Passive. Allies can no longer enter the pilot turret while Iron Giant's is in a grounded state. Interesting. Fix an issue when Iron Giant can each rage after polymorphed. Air side attack, hitbox side adjusted so it's less likely for Iron Giants to hit enemies behind them. Interesting. Air neutral attack on whiff branch. So whiff frames. Air's just ground up special attacks now transition to final hit after successfully damaging an enemy. Upper body is now projectile intangible when Iron Giant is spinning. Ooh, okay, I kinda don't like that. That hurts me as a Marvin. Fix the bug. I mean, Iron Giant, hey, he's never not going to be bad or good. He's never not going to be just one or the other. He's always going to be top until his character is removed from the game. The game was better without him. Anyways, Jake, big winner of this patch. Jake has been having a rough time since our official launch. Let's see what we can do to him without making him a bite spammer. The big one, ground neutral attack, startup window before charge reduced to 6 frames, startup window after charge reduced to 4 frames, so Jake's overall faster. Air side hitbox size increased to better match visuals, so bigger fist. Hitbox active, hitbox is active for just 3 more frames, so bigger and more active. That's going to be a big pain for everybody else but Jake mains. Air neutral attack where he becomes like fat. Hitbox comes up faster. Air down attack, more aerial momentum is maintained on attack start, so he can skateboard on you better. He's faster. He's everything. Huge for Jake. And then ground for neutral special now applies the resistance buff, so you can't. So at best, Jake's and like Taz's might only be able to get like 2 bites minimum off of you. That's what I think's gonna happen. Is like you're only gonna be able to get bitten like maybe twice. Jason is another huge winner though. Machete on his attacks now have better hitboxes to match the visuals. That's huge. Jason's axe attack starts up faster. Nice. Hitboxes change on his jab. Grounded up attack should connect better with the bad hit now. Air attack, startup window reduced. 3 frames, so faster in air. So he's going to hit you under him better now. That's actually really huge for him, but with 5 frames. Keep a lookout for that. His big fist down air. Hitbox is 1 faster framer and will now hit higher up on Jason. And he has a hitbox to his head, so bigger down air. Let's go. Ground down special. There was a little interesting bug where if Jason shot his sleeping bag into Marvin's bubble, he would just be flung all the way off screen because his sleeping bag counts as projectiles, so they got rid of that. Lebron, though, my freaking man, and I love him to the end of time. Mega buffed, potentially dispatch. Dash attack starts up 6 frames faster. No longer prevents terrain bounce on knockback. Nice. Dash attack without ball. Terrain bounce. Nice. Grounded neutral. His little armored jab. Hitbox starts up charge 10 frames faster, which is insane. Charge time increased. I don't really see you needing to hold it for that long, but hey, you could mix people up, I guess. Required amount for armor to increase is 4 frames. Like, this is nothing. Like, if you're expecting someone to hit you, 4 frames is not gonna do anything. Do it like a hint faster or sooner. So LeBron's little 3-hit combo jab, fixed issue with dodge attack momentum was not properly conserved. Ground down attack, ground down attack. LeBron's down, ground down attack where he does a little sweep in front of and behind him. Damage increase, knockback as well. Let's freaking go. So this move just knockback made more vertical, so he's potentially going to be able to get up air combos or whatever off of it potentially now. Maybe down tilt and air, up air, something like that. Air neutral attack. First hit more reliable combos in a second. That is nice. Repeat move. Whatever. Air side attack hitbox and startup is faster, 4 frames faster. Knockback too, so it's just a more raw kill move as well. Very, very nice. We're balling this update. Air, ground, and side special. Startup on hitting ground increase 6 frames. So I'm assuming he hits the ground faster now. Hitbox is bigger as well. So that is very nice as well. Air down special, no basketball. Now allows ground movement while holding the special button. Speed though, horizontally is reduced, so what like Chris would do is like he'd be holding his down special in the air and he could stall with that. But now you can fall into the ground and block a projectile and get a free ball back. Marvin, my second favorite character in this game, let's see what happens. Bubbled projectiles now have a minimum additional lifetime of 5 seconds to prevent projectiles breaking immediately after being trapped. So that is nice. So any projectiles you trap in it, enemy or yours, you could reflect that for even more now, so that's extra freaking nice. The fiction issue where like bubbles would be like double the size after getting certain projectiles like Joker's cards, that'd be nice. Marvin though, 1 nerf, ground side attack projectiles lifetime reduced to 2.75 seconds was 4.25. So what Marvin would do is a little 3-hit jab, he'd shoot out a little ball and it would bounce along the ground and he could reflect it. That is honestly a huge nerf to him. It's still a good move, it still covers a lot, but it only having 2.75 seconds, you kind of can't let that go off screen anymore, let people forget about it, reflect it. That extra second of bounce time and screen travel, like, matters so much with Marvin, I can already tell you that. Versus otherwise, Marvin largely untouched. One thing that I do not like about the Marvin change is down special fiction issue where the flag would go through platforms once you placed it. I honestly thought that was a feature because what I would like to do is, I jump off. Let's say I got Tree Fort, Dexter's, or whatever. I just run off and like I dodge, jump, hit it on top of one of the platforms, let it fall down. Because I kind of like that, because what you could do is that, let's say you wanted to place it on the ground, well, you didn't have to fall through the platform now. You could just hit it on top of the stage, whatever, and it would fall down. And that kind of let Marvin actually be safer, depending on where you wanted the flag to be. I thought this was just a feature in the first place, so I don't know. We'll have to see how this goes with Marvin. Morty. General fixes drive animations facing the wrong way. I might go through these a little bit faster now because it is 1 o'clock at the time of me recording this, but hey, you can pause and look through this on your own time. I'll try to just get the ones I think are big. His hammer attack, uncharged hitbox startup per time reduce, allows easier combos from side attack 2 and side attack 3. Nice. Morty's second exit. Hitbox after duration reduced to prevent Morty from hitting behind himself. Interesting. Grenade now properly blocked by projectile blocking effects. That's huge. Splitting a grenade now properly spawns 2 grenades moving in opposite directions. Whiff. Unfortunate. I'm more than just a hammer. On whiff. More whiff lag. Just good overall. Reindog though. Let's get into it. His neutral attack, uncharged damage increased. Nice. Uncharged knockback as well. That's good. Knockback as well. Overall good. Aerial air up special now flies more horizontally when thrown sideways by an ally. I don't know how many people are flinging Reindog, but we'll have to see what that can do. Rick, a bit of a stickler. Me Seek signature perk returns. Perk effect. Rick's me seeks to do extra damage to fighters that are already in hit stun. So, get that damage, get those combos in, people. Some portal changes. Several issues with portals where fighters can be trapped indefinitely or teleported off screen without ringing out. Rick now takes priority when traversing through portals if he attempts to spawn a second portal while another fighter is entering in the first portal. Shaggy, big changes. Up tilt, hit stun reduced, down special. Sandwiches no longer collide with the bottoms of fall through platforms. So you can throw through sandwiches through platforms now. Nice. Air up special, damage reduced, but the grounded versions are unchanged. Knockback made more horizontal so you don't kill straight off at the top now. Hangry Man, charge duration while holding a sandwich extended. So I'm assuming what this means is that you do not charge as fast while holding a sandwich. Steven. Steven got a page full of nerfs, so bear with me. I don't know what Steven does. I just know he broken. Anyway, Steven's long range, and low lift recovery made him feel incredibly oppressive in close fights. His low lift recovery combos pair particularly well with his bubble shield passive, making it difficult to punish him, which is true. Let's see how they do about this. Could stack rose debuffs by hitting each other. Passive. Neutral dog startup increased to 20 frames from 8 frames. Yikes. You are gonna have to be ready with that dodge now. 20 frame startup. Directional dodge shield startup increased from 10 frame to 2 frames. Nice. Bubble shield ammo cooldown increased to 13 seconds. Interesting. Rounded up attack, charge, knockback, multiplier reduce. Hitbox adjusted to not hit behind him. Air neutral attack no longer classifies as a projectile hit, meaning it can no longer proc projectile effects. That's interesting. Whiff lag, air down air, whiff, hitbox startup, delayed by 1 frame. That's a little whatever. Repeat move lockout, so you're not gonna be able to spam as much. A side special spawn shield no longer counts as solid ground for beginning up special cooldown. We're going to see how that goes. Once again, I don't know enough about Steven. Ground up special no takes damage on fighter terrain bounce and will break after 3 bounces. So you can only hit someone on it 3 times or yourself, and that shield goes away. That's a huge change for Steven. Aerial down strong, hitbox size reduced when Steven is standing on the ground. Stripe. We're not getting many changes. I've definitely seen a questionable one. His down special, Dynamite, now has a 5-second cooldown. Wait, no, I'm just wrong. 5-second timer. Like a snake grenade, Zim's explosion from Nasby 2, it's got a timer now. Very questionable if you ask me. It was nice to be able to hold on to it. Maybe it was a little problematic just being able to hold that thing freely. But it was also that kind of freedom to let Stripe just kind of do whatever you want with Dynamite. Speed, traversal, kills, whatever you want to do. Anyways, Superman gets a perk back. Flaming Reentry. When Superman leaps into the air, it's stronger than Knight's enemies and has a firewall. Very, very nice. Gives that move a use. Garnet up attack, hits on reduce. Nice. Neutral special no longer infuses projectiles with ice above 6 stacks. That's a good change. Aerial side special, some bug fixes. Air up special on whiff with lag, very, very nice. Just more bug fixes. Tash. Grounded dash attack, first hit more reliably combos in the second. Nice. Ground neutral attack, damage from charge and uncharged increase. Nice. Once again, I'm just kind of going through these super fast. Air side attack, hitbox size increased 20%, so it's a little bite attack. That's going to be real nice. Air, down air, damage and knockback. Nice for him. Tom and Jerry get some jump height increase and speed, so a little bit of a better recovery on them. That's nice. Joker, let's get into it, baby. Ground side dodge distance reduced 10%. I felt like that man was sliding across the entire stage like he owned it. I'm not gonna lie. Sorry. Its jab, hitbox size adjusted so it's less likely for the Joker to hit enemies behind him. Wonderful. Whiff lag. Diamond card now properly comes to a stop if colliding with terrain. Up air now applies repeat move lockout and whiff lag. Nice. Air side special. On hit branch window delayed 10 frames. You cannot spam this thing as much anymore. Still very strong. You're gonna have to sit back and wait for that air dodge or for someone to make the move now. Down special, repeat move lockout. Nice. Joker's wild. Less knockback, so you're not going to die to the string thing every single time now. You're just going to kind of be knocked off stage and you got to do what the Joker's teammate does from there. Velma is huge though. Let's go. Almost all W's for Velma up on in here. Big changes, but I'll try to run them through. Side special is better. Her jab has better whiff recovery. Grounded up attack is huge for Velma. Velma can now hold forward to slide forward during the attack startup. How big? We have to see, but that means you can slide a little with the move, so that's going to be super good for her. And the biggest one of them all, air and ground. Velma can now aim the megaphone. How much is to be seen, but we'll have to see. Hey, projectiles, hitbox size increased. All speech bubble types no longer collide with fall through platforms. Very, very nice. I know that was a big issue with Velma. Side special, some changes. And another big one is that her camera flash now spawns some evidence, possibly. That's also big. And last but not least, Wonder Woman. I'm honestly so tired. Just know that Wonder Woman is just freaking nerfed. That's all you need to know. You can pause it here. I hope you can read it enough. You might have to lean in a little, but I'm honestly tired. Just know that the Queen's nerfed. That's pretty much all you freaking need to know. Let's jump into them. Blocking a projectile will not increase her passive, but only when they have an active hitbox. Honestly, I'm just too tired. It's 118, but hey, I'm not the best with news. I don't know everything about all the characters, but hopefully you found this thing useful. And yeah, y'all have a very wonderful day, and I wish everybody an awesome one. Thanks for tuning in. It's good. If you've somehow made it to the end, leave a little like, a little comment, and thoughts down below, maybe even sub. You're just awesome.